Here are a couple of example solves using the Yau5 method. Okay, so in this first example solve, I'm going to start with the yellow center because I've got this line here and we can easily create this middle 1/3 line. So if we go wide R prime, U, wide L2, like that, we can store these and then we can attach the last yellow edge center to these yellow corner centers over here, like that. Now we need to solve our white center. We've got these two on the back and I've got this corner center, so I can actually do R prime FR to create this 1/3, and then I notice I've got these two and this one here, so we can make a 1/3, we can make a T, like that, and then attach this one to make a 2/3 like that. And we've got this one and these two, so we can insert those like so. Now it's time to solve our first 4 edges and our first 3 cross edges. And the first thing that I see immediately is the white and green. So I've got this one here and this one. So we can do something like a U2, R2, like that. And then the last white and green one ended up here. So we can go D prime, white L prime, and then U to insert it into our cross. Now we've got this white and red and this white and red one here. And the last one is actually back here. So we can do white R prime first to store these two, and then do a U prime with this one, bring it over here, and then do an L prime and then U. Now we have a couple of different options. We have 2 different options for our last cross edge. The one that I see we can easily make a pair of is these two. So we can go U R prime to solve the white and blue. Then this one's here, these two are here, and this one is over here. So we can go U prime, R prime, U prime, slice, and then store it on the left-hand side here. Now in this example, I'm going to solve the last 4 centers first and then solve our last cross edge. In the next example, I'm going to solve the last cross edge and then solve the last 4 centers. Okay, so I'm going to start with the orange center. I'm going to make these two into a 1/3 line, like that. And then I'm going to work on putting a 1/3 line over here. So I've got this edge center and this corner center as well as this corner center. So if we do a slice move like that to bring that one there, then we can do R, U, wide L prime, like so, to make this 2/3. If we put it on the back, we've got this edge center, this corner center, and this corner center, which is not a particularly nice case. We can do something like U, slice back, and then, we've got this one and these two, which we need to store down here. So we can do something like L, U, slice, down, and then insert. So that wasn't particularly nice. We can do, we've got a couple of different options here. What it may make sense to do is just make this into a 1/3 again, and then make it parallel to this M slice, rotate down. Now we've got this one and these two, which we can attach together like that, and then actually insert this one down into the bottom left by doing wide R4, R2, U2, and then wide R4, and then R2, like that. Then we can do, we've got these two here and this one down here. So while preserving this, we can do this fairly easily by doing R2, U2, R2, and then R2, U2, R2, like that. Now we've got our last 2 centers. What are we going to do here? Let's go and just attach this one to these two to make a 1/3 line in the middle. So do an L, then R prime U R, like that. Rotate it back down to the front. Then we can do these two and this one. Move these over to the left-hand side by doing L, F2, L prime. And then we're going to do R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime. Now, when I was doing that, I noticed that these two were together already. So it may make sense to just do a U slice there, bring these across, slice back, and then bring it back down like that. Now we're on to solving our next 4 edges. I see this block and this one, so I can slice here. Then the next thing I saw was actually these 2 yellow and blue wings. So we can insert them, and this last yellow and blue wing is here, so I can insert that into the left-hand side, like so. Now we've solved one of our F2L edges, we need to solve another one. Probably what I would do is the blue and red, so this blue and red piece is here, this wing is here. Slice. The last blue and red piece is here. So I can solve it like so. And then we've got a couple of different options for our last edge, for our fourth edge, sorry. So we've got these two wings and this midge back here. So we can take that one out, insert these two like so, slice, take it out, and then resolve our centers. Now I'm going to solve this back right edge F2L slot first, and then these two, like so. Now we're on to our last four edges. We've got a couple of different options. I would probably go with these two. So this is a wing flipped connected to its midge, and the last one is over here. So we can insert it, slice, flip, and then slice back. And actually this F2L pair is now solved, which is kind of annoying because we want to actually solve the last three using this pair. So we've got this block down here and this one here. So this midge, this wing, and this wing. Insert it, slice, insert this block, slice back. Now we've got an easy no parity case. So we've got this one which needs to be attached to these two. So we can flip this, slice, flip, slice back. Now we can insert the second last F2L pair like that. And the last F2L pair is over here. OLL. And then a U permutation. Like so. Okay, in this example, I'm going to create a T on the white side using these three and this one. So I can do R prime, F prime, R, then do a B prime, white L, like that to create this T. Then rotate over here where my other two white centers are, my other white center pieces are, do an F, insert that, and then I've got this block and this one, so I can just go R prime, D prime, and then white L prime, like that. Now we've got this 1x3 already paired up, and we've got this one and these two, so we can just attach them and create a 2x3 on the yellow like that. Then what we can do is do an F prime, and then white R, U2, white R prime, to make this 1x3, then do a U, and insert it like that. Now we're on to solving our first three cross edges. This one is a little bit of a tricky case. Let's go with the white and blue. So we've got this white and blue, this one, and this one over here. So I can do something like F, U, L, and then we've got this one back here. So we can do R prime, U, R prime, like that. Then insert it. Now we've got this block, this white and green block, and this one here. So we can do something like, we've got a couple of different options. We can go R2 prime like that, and then R, U, R, U, like that to pair it up. And then for our last cross edge, we have, we'll go for the white and orange. So we've got this one here, which we can insert like that. And then we've got this one here. And we can do an L prime because we know that our white and orange piece belongs down here. So if we did an L and then move this one into the top layer here, then we would end up with it on the bottom, which is its incorrect position. So we can do an L prime instead. Then we can do it white R prime, U, white R prime, D prime to store it into its correct position. And now we're off to solve our last four centers and our last cross edge. In this example, like I said before, I'm going to do the last cross edge first and then store it on the right hand side. So we've got this one, and this one. So we can do a wide R like that, U, R prime, U prime, R, and then do a U, R, U, R. Now that's stored here. We can put it on the right hand side. And actually what I'm going to do next is work on this orange center. So if we do an L, we can do a wide R, U, R prime, U prime to create this 1x3. And then we can insert these ones as a 1x3 over here. Now I'm going to do an L, F2, L prime like that to put them on the left. And our last three center pieces for this orange center are here, here, and down here. So that's a little bit annoying. But what we can do is actually do something like 4 wide R prime to bring this onto the top. Attach this one like that. So notice we can't just do a U R prime because that would break up our white and red edge piece. So we have to do wide R, U, wide R prime. Do an L move. We've got these two and this one now, which we can attach and create this orange center. And then we attach this last cross edge to this center and then go on and solve the last three centers as normal using the Yau method. So we've got this sort of zigzag line, this lightning bolt shape. We've got these two here. What we can do is L, F2, L prime. Put it on the left-hand side. And then we've got this one here, which we can store on the right-hand side. And then all we need to do is do R and U moves to pair up these two and this one. So we can do R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R, U2, R2, like so, to make our green center. Then what I'm going to do is create a T on the red face. So I can do L, F prime, and then white R prime, U prime, R, like that. Now I've got a T. I can put this 1x3 on the left, bring it to the front, and then attach this edge by doing that. And then our last 1x3 bar belongs here. And then all I need to do to finish off the cross is do an R prime, U2, and then L. And now we've solved all of our centers and our cross. So it's time to do edge pairing. We've got these two already connected, the orange and green, and their partner is down here. So we can do a D2 slice and then work on another F2L edge. I see we've already got these two and the midge is here. So this is the orange and blue. So it's a pretty easy insertion. So now we've got two F2L edges paired adjacent to one another, so we don't really care what we do next. I just spotted this red and yellow block back here, so we can insert this last one down here like that, slice and create it. Now got this one and these two, so insert these two into the top, slice, flip, slice, and store it into the top layer there. Resolve our centers and then solve our two F2L slots. So this is a particularly nice case. So we've got these two, which I would insert like that. And then these two. So this corner and this edge, which I would insert like that. Now we've got these two and this one, which we can slice to create. And then inserting this piece, looking at this. So remember when we sliced to create this blue and yellow, this this green and yellow midge is here. So if we insert this green and yellow piece, when we replace it, we can cycle and create this block. Now we've got this green and yellow here. So we can take it out, slice, insert, and then slice back. And now we've got a very easy last two edge case with no parity, which we can create like that. Now I'm going to be a little bit fancy. This is more of an advanced F2L technique, but it's quite good for this case. So we've got this edge, this corner here, and this edge already solved in its slot. What we can do is use keyhole by doing a D, R, U prime, R prime, D prime. And we were able to do that because this F2L slot was unsolved. Now we've got our last F2L pair. OLL, and then PLL. Like so.